girl Jania Nikita, and I'm back with an Untamed Main video. So for today's video, I am going to be talking about what it's like for me being an introvert. Me personally, I have been through a lot in life being an introvert, from my younger days to my younger days, because I'm still young. People, and excuse me if I ramble on. When I start talking, yes, I'm quiet, but when I start to talk, I can ramble on. So if you do find that I'm rambling, it's just the Leo in me.
What is it you see? What is it you see? Tell me, what do you believe? Would you keep your schedule free? Love it here, please. Go on.
I have had people assume the worst of me. I've had people assume that I'm stuck up. I've had people assume that I don't like them. I've had people assume that I think I'm better than them. I've had people assume that I'm vain. And just to clear the air, I'm none of the above. Absolutely not. There's a lot of personal stuff that I struggle with, and not only do I struggle with these things, but being an introvert and having anxiety, it builds up a lot of, I don't even know how to say it, but my life has been complicated, uncomfortable at times, and it's just been an interesting journey. For the people assuming that I am stuck up, I am not stuck up. I'm very quiet, I'm very to myself, but I'm friendly. I don't mind meeting new people. I don't mind talking to people. I'm not the type of person to start a conversation first, because I'm an introvert, and I'm no longer shy. I would open up to people, but it all depends on that person and their energy. I more cling to bubbly personalities. If you've ever noticed, like, people that know me, like, my best friend is complete opposite of me. Like, I'm the quiet one. My best friend is always the more known, more extroverted, more friendly one, whereas I'm the complete opposite. Like, I'm to myself. I only have that one particular friend. I don't have a whole lot of friends, and I am okay with that. People used to make me feel like something was wrong with me, and that was a problem, and I realized the older I get, absolutely nothing is wrong with me. People used to make me feel like something was wrong with me, to the point where I went to see a therapist, and I stopped seeing a therapist because I realized, like, nothing was wrong with me. Like, not everybody in the world is gonna be the same. Everybody's different. And once I came to that conclusion, I was like, there's no need for me to see the therapist anymore. Like, nothing is wrong with me. I am completely 100% normal. There are just different types of people in the world, and I am content with the type of person I am. I am content with my life. I am content with the friends that I have and the people that I'm surrounded by, and I no longer let people try to change or deter me from being the way I am. Like, there was a point in time where I was like, yeah, I don't want to be an introvert no more. I'm ready to be outgoing, and that didn't work out because it's not me, and I'm not gonna force something because it becomes very uncomfortable. And being an introvert, like, we could be bubbly, the fun person in the group, but it comes a point where we just need our alone time to recharge. And people don't, unless you're an introvert, unless you understand what it's like, then you kind of wouldn't understand, and explaining it is kind of hard. Because I've had friends, my friends would be like telling other people, like, you don't know how, like, she don't act like she's shy and all this, but she's really not. And the thing is, like, I am, But one-on-one, I would do better getting to know you on a one-on-one. In a group, I'm gonna shut down. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm just gonna be there. Like, it's just the introvert in me. And then sometimes it's like, what do I say? How do I approach this person? Like, what are we gonna talk about? Like, to befriend somebody is very difficult for me. Now, when it comes to work, I'm a completely total different person. It's my job to talk to you. It's my job to try to get a sale from you. It's my job to try to sell you something. It's my job to do whatever it is I do at that moment, because I've had many different jobs. I always kept myself in customer service just so that I could talk to people more and be that person that everybody wanted me to be. But it came to a point where I realized, like, it's not me, and it was making me very uncomfortable, and it made me hate the jobs I had, because I was to a point where I'm doing the same thing every day, and sometimes I just want to be left alone. Like, I needed to find a balance where I needed to find a balance where I find a job where I could be that person on the forefront when I'm ready, but I could also be that person in the background when I'm ready. So that's just the way I am. Like, I could do it when it pertains to work, because it's my job to. I can start a conversation, because the conversation is nothing personal. The conversation is gonna be whatever. Say I'm in sales, I'm trying to sell you some jewelry. My starting conversation is gonna be trying to get to know, like, what it is you're looking for. And if you're not looking for something, like, I would try to just have a regular conversation. Hey, like, what are you guys doing? What are your plans while you're here? Like, you know, that type of stuff. Like, I could start a conversation doing that. But to say to befriend somebody, and I'm not really a friendly person. Not saying I don't like people. I like people. I'm content with the friends that I have. And after seeing my therapist as well, I realized, like, there are a lot of crazy, grimy, nasty people in the world, because people really made me feel like something was wrong with me. And it's just crazy to learn so much about yourself from people. I learned a whole lot. Like, and just to realize, like, nothing is wrong with me, and it's actually something wrong with people. It was just a game changer for me. It was a life-changing experience, and I'm kind of glad that, you know, people pushed me to that point, because I learned a lot about myself too, but I also learned a lot about people. For me, being an introvert, I'm very much to myself a lot. I have like one friend that I talk to on a daily basis. I have other friends that, you know, I speak to here and there, but it's mostly like, hi, bye, how you doing, that type of stuff. One thing about me, like, if we've ever been friends, when we do connect again, like, it'll be like we never stop talking, because yeah, like, we have so much to catch up on. It'll be like we never stop talking, and then we'll just go, yeah, everything is good from there. But then after that one or two conversations, it's like, you know, I could go months and probably a year without talking to you again. And it's no beef, it's no bad energy, it's just how things are for me personally. I appreciate the friends and the people that have stuck around with me and stuck with me, even with my, you know, my highs and my lows and my introversion. I truly appreciate the people that understand me and took the time to get to know me. I've had jobs where people made me realize, like, the quietest people don't make the most noise in a room. Let me say that again. The quietest person in a room makes the most noise. And here's why I say that. Because when you're quiet and you're to yourself and you're resolved and you're shy, or you're just to yourself, people, especially on this island that I live on, people become very curious. They become very inquisitive. They want to know. They're not going to directly ask you. They're going to ask around the room. Who she is? Who she for? Why is she over there by herself? Why is she looking at me like that? Why is she doing this? Why is she doing that? How come she over there by herself? How come she over there by herself? Why is she ain't talking to nobody? Why is she moving like that? Why her face always screwed up? Why she never look happy? It's just, I just don't understand why people don't make these assumptions. Like, you could ask me a question and I'm gonna give you an answer. I'm not a negative person. I'm not a mean person. Like, my natural face, my natural, and it's a blessing and a curse. My face, I have a natural resting bitch face. God forgive me. Lord. It's a blessing and a curse. I got it from my mom, but I promise you, I am not a mean person. Like, I am really, really nice. Very quiet, but I'm really nice. Like, I don't know. People just assume that I'm not, and I just try to have like this fake smirk on my face, but it don't work. And my face just, I could be happy, I could be sad, I could be scared, I could be shy, I could have an anxiety attack. Like, my face is just one tone all the time, unless we actually talk and then I smile and you see like nothing is wrong with me. Like, I've had coworkers tell me like they never know if I'm having a good day, if I'm having a bad day, if I feeling okay, if I feeling sick, if I feeling like, unless I say something, they never know with me. And I was like, really? Wow. I really didn't know like people just sit and analyze you like that. Like, I was like, what? Like, really? I'd be good. Like, every day I come to work, I'm in a good mood. I don't come to work with no negative energy. Anything that happened at home happened before I get to my desk. I don't care. Like, none of that matters. When I'm in work mode, I'm in work mode. I come to work to do my job, make my little cup of coins, and go to home. Like, I'm not bringing my problems to work. When you bring your problems to work, then you can't make some things straight to get your job done. You know, nope. I don't have time for that. When I come to work, I'm gonna work. Yes, you'll never know if I'm happy, sad, mad, whatever. I leave them stuff. I come with a clear mind. I leave them stuff home, at the door, in the car. I don't bring them stuff to work. So I can understand when they say they never know with me what my mood is, but I guarantee you, 9 out of 10 times, I'm a happy person. I'm in a happy mood. Like, on my way to work, I play my little music, and music puts me in a mood. So I be happy as hell. Alright? See, I tell you, you're gonna be rambling. Well, getting back on track of being an introvert. I used to be shy. I don't feel like I'm no longer shy. I do get terrible anxiety. I don't like to be the center of attention. I hate attention. I can't talk. If I'm having a conversation with you, I'm gonna look away. Just like I'm recording this and I'm supposed to be looking at the lens, but I keep looking away because I have, it's just the anxiety in me. I don't know, I just can't keep, if I feel like I'm having a conversation with you guys, and which I am. So I can't directly look you in your eye. I can't directly look in the lens because I feel like, I don't know, it's just weird. Like I have to look away. I have to look away. I cannot sit and have a conversation or have an interview and be looking at you dead in your eyes like for the whole interview. It's just uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable for me. So I have to look away. It's just, I have to. And an anxiety attack for me is shaking. Like I start to shake, my hands start to shake, my heart start to race, I can't breathe, and I don't have to quietly calm myself down. Like, and nobody to know I'm going through these things. And my family probably don't know I'm going through these things because this is the first time I'm ever telling people about my anxiety attacks. Talking in front of crowds, I don't do ever. I remember this one time I think it was in first grade, and I had to do this presentation in front of the school, and I was comfortable with my classmates, so of course I could have do it in front of the class when we was practicing, but to get up on stage and do it in front of the whole school, I could not do it. And I told the teacher like I couldn't do it, and the teacher wanted to know like what's wrong with me, like why all of a sudden I didn't want to do it. So she sent me to the principal office, and the principal is like, Miss, what's going on with you? Like, you're gonna do this thing. And I'm like, no, I can't do it. And the whole time I'm having an anxiety attack. I can't do it, but I can't explain to them that I'm having an anxiety attack because I didn't myself know what it was. I just thought, as a child, I thought I was scared to be in front of all these people, not knowing it's a whole damn anxiety attack that I'm having. So my grandmother was a teacher at the school. They called my grandmother to the office, and my grandmother is like, Chidia, what happened to you? Of course my grandmother didn't know neither that I was having a whole anxiety attack. I don't think anxiety was a big thing back then, but it is a big thing now, and people are more understanding of what anxiety attacks are. But yeah, that was my first experience with an anxiety attack. And the teacher, the principal, my grandmother, everybody was mad at me because I practiced so well in front of the class, because I was comfortable in front of the class, that when it was time for me to do it in front of the school, in front of all these different weird people I don't even know, I couldn't do it. I shut down. I could not do it. So she was like, we're gonna have such and such go up on stage and do it with you. And I was a little more comfortable then. Of course, the young lady, I don't remember her name, but she did it with me, and I think she did most of the talking, but I was a little more at ease when she did it with us. Being in crowds, walking through crowds, I hate walking through crowds of people. I hate being in crowds of people. When you see me in a crowd of people, if I am not drinking to be comfortable or to forget about my anxiety, then I am freaking out, okay? Like, I know Carnival is around the corner, and I want to go out. I want to enjoy myself. And I know for a fact I'm going to have to walk through crowds of people. I'm going to have to be around people, and I'm going to have to drink because, Lord, I can't do crowds. I get anxiety attacks. I get nervous. I don't wear heels in public anymore because when I wear heels, then because I'm nervous, I wobble. And I don't want anybody talking about me. I don't want anybody laughing at me. So even in flats, I don't wobble too. But people ain't really watching you when you're in flats. They're watching you they purposely watching you when you're in heels to be like, to have something to say. I think that's just people in general. She thinks she cute walking in them heels. Who do wear heels in the village? I remember one time wearing heels in the village. It was a catastrophe. Never again. So, anxiety attacks. Sorry, I have to think. I should have write this down, but this is a more natural video of me just rambling. Talking in front of crowds. walking in front of crowds, talking to people one-on-one, making eye contact. I can't do it. I know there's more, you know. I know there's more. Being an introvert. So, there are times when being an introvert, we could be like, we could have extroverted tendencies. Like when we're with people that we're comfortable with, we could be the life of the party. We could be that person to liven up the room, you know, have fun, do lots of different stuff. But then after that day, we need time alone to recharge. I'm the type of person, I love my personal time alone. I like to be alone. Whenever you see me, there are times when I have went out and I show up with a group of girls, but then you're gonna find me somewhere alone by myself. You're gonna find me probably in front of the crowd by myself, in the back of the crowd by myself, and on the side, on the corner, just by myself. I just like to be by myself. When I'm at work, you won't find me by myself. Even when back in school, like, you would find me somewhere by myself. If I'm not with my friends, then I'm gonna be somewhere by myself. And then sometimes if I'm with a group of friends, you're gonna find me, if we're in a group, we in a group, everybody talking, everybody mingling, you're gonna find me somewhere on the side of the group. I'm not gonna be in the middle of the group. You're gonna find me somewhere on the side like this. Just in my phone, minding my business. That's just me. Like, especially if the conversations, like, they bombing or whatever, I don't want to be a part of it. I don't care. Like, it's not me. I hate attention. That's another thing with being an introvert. Me, as an introvert, I hate attention. People would assume that I like attention. I don't know why, but I hate attention. Especially too much attention gives me anxiety. When I first started my business, at least I'll say about 2 months in, I got the offer to put my business information in a newspaper. I was like, oh, okay. The lady said it will probably be on like I think it was like page 7 or 12, something. It wasn't nowhere in the front. It was like in the middle of the newspaper. So I was like, okay. So I gave her the information, and then she told me when it was going to be posted. And let me tell you, when I got up early that morning, went to pick up a newspaper. When I saw the newspaper, my heart was just, I could not believe this lady put me on the front page of the newspaper. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, what? Why? What in the world is this woman doing to me? Like, I text my friend, my coworker. I was like, my anxiety is through the roof. Like, what is this lady doing to me? Like, I cannot, like, I just been so uneasy, so worried, so uncomfortable. Like, it was very, very, very scary. Like, being on the front page, that's a lot. It's a lot. I know a lot of people would love to be on the front page of a newspaper, but for me, I'd rather be in the back, in the middle, underneath. Like, I didn't want to be the forefront. I didn't want to be the front page. Like, it was a very uncomfortable experience for me. I mean, I know it got my business the attention that it needed, but it's not what I personally wanted. Me, I have a business. It's a small business, and I personally, people will get mad at me all the time because I don't promote my business like I should. For me personally, Like, I don't want to be the face of the business. I don't want people to know it's my business. I just want to run it and be in the background. Like, I don't want to be the face, the point of contact. Like, I would love to hire somebody to be the face, to be the point of contact, but unless I start promoting myself to the point where, you know, I'm actually making money, enough money that I could hire somebody and let them be the forefront and let them be the face of my business. Let them take all the credit for what I do. Like, I just don't like the attention from it. I don't like attention, so I don't like the attention from it. So I don't really promote it as much. When I first started out, I started out doing vacation planning. I I put the vacation planning on pause. And let me tell you a quick story on why I put it on pause. And if you guys want to know the full story on why I put it on pause, then we'll save that for another video. Quickly, met a couple people, you know, assisted them with planning their vacation while they was coming here to the island, you know, give them all the whole rundown on what to do, where to go, what to eat, you know, all this good stuff. And then these people came here. Of course, it was a little after the pandemic, so, you know, everybody was getting their stimulus checks and all this, and a lot of young people were traveling and they wanted to know what to do, where to go, what to do. They wanted to know, and I gave them the information. I helped them with booking and all of that. And once I received my portion for, you know, doing my part, it came to a point where people were, how do you say, the word is right on the tip of my tongue. They were, it's not discrepancy, but they were disputing the charge. They say they didn't have a good time, they didn't enjoy it, the service was terrible. Now, I'm like, how was it that bad when you took snaps and you took videos and you took pictures and you look like you had an amazing time, but all of a sudden you want to dispute and you want your money back because you broke? I don't know. People, it became very weird, and it was to a point where I was losing money rather than gaining money, so I just stopped vacation planning. Like, I would do it just to help. I generally like helping people. I would give you all the information in the world that you want, but as far as me going and creating a whole 10-day, 3-day itinerary for you, I no longer do that. It's just not worth it. People are nasty, evil. They just do the most. But anyway, that's why I stopped doing the vacation planning. Getting back on track, because I could get sidetracked real bad, and I don't want this video to be too long. So let me do this real quick. Getting back to my life as an introvert. I remember creating a video like this before, and in that video I was like to a boiling point where I actually cried in the video because I was hurt by the things people were saying about me. And I watched the video the other day. I found it and I watched it, and I was like, people, they look at me, and it really upset me to know that people feel that I stuck up and I this, I that. It really cut me deep, because these people that say things like, how can you call me stuck up and you don't even self know me? Like, you never had a deep conversation with me to even get to know me, to understand me or anything like that, to know like, oh yeah, she's stuck up. No, I'm far from stuck up. I'm really not. And people will be like, oh, she thinks she's a shit. And I'm far from that, because from young, I can't believe like I really let people get to me like that, to that point. And people really used to make me feel like something was wrong with me. And then when I finally realized like nothing was wrong with me, like I really changed a lot, and I'm comfortable with the person that I am. Like, I've had people assume I slow. People have assumed that I'm slow. I'm like, what? Like, I am a very knowledgeable young lady. Like, I read a lot. I'm in my head a lot. Like, I don't have so many different ideas and stuff. And I don't execute these ideas because I don't want to be the face or I'd rather give the ideas to other people and let them run with it, to be honest. I have given people business ideas and such, and I've seen people do what they want with it. Like, if I give you an idea, I want you to execute it to a T, like go all out. I've given people ideas and they do it like low budget. Like, it really annoyed the out of me. Like, why would you do that with my idea? But anywho, it is just really interesting to see how people be, how evil people could be, how nasty people could be. One thing my therapist taught me that truly stuck with me is that you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And I think that's just how I've came to the point where I'm okay with being introverted. I'm okay with being the quietest in the room. I'm okay with people saying whatever they want to say about me. I don't give two. I really don't. Because if I continue to stress myself and be down thinking about what people have to say, like, I would be living life miserable. And as you miserable could see, I live a happy life. I truly do. Like, everything that I've ever wanted to do, I do. Like, I think it was in 2019 is when 2019 or 2020. Whenever, like, the end of the pandemic is when I realized, like, because I used to want to do a lot of things, but because I didn't have friends, I couldn't do these things. And I came to a point where I was like, listen, like, I only have one life to live. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do whatever I want, when I want, how I want. Like, excuse my French, but yeah, I'm gonna live my life and do what I want. Like, I used to be scared to travel by myself. Got over that fear. I'm very adventurous, so I would do I want to do crazy things. Like, I went parasailing by myself, and I remember somebody telling me I was less because I went parasailing by myself. I had the most fun that day ever by myself. Like, after that, like, you can't tell me nothing about doing anything by myself. I am very okay with doing anything by myself. I don't need a whole lot of people to have fun. I have fun by myself. Just doing the things that I want to do and living my life to the fullest and experiencing the things that I want to experience. Like, I am 100% okay and comfortable and happy with doing what I want. Because then I realize, like, when you have a lot of people with too many friends, they're unhappy and they're uncomfortable and they want to do certain things, but then they're worried about what if they don't invite Amy. They don't want to invite Amy because Sue and Amy don't talk, and they want to go do this, but Sue don't like to do this, so she don't know if she gonna do it, because it's just too much shit when you have too much friends and you worry about too much. Like, I can't be bothered. And I recently came off a group trip, and I think with all the trips that I've taken trips with myself, I've taken trips with my son, I've taken trips with my sisters, And I think that group trip was the worst experience ever. It was just too much people, and no matter how much I tried to get alone time, I couldn't get alone time. And the little 5 minutes of alone time that I had, like it wasn't enough. I was very exhausted from this trip, and it's the first time that I've ever been exhausted from a trip. Like when I come off a trip, I feel so refreshed and so happy and so relieved just to get away from work and get away from the island. This trip, like I couldn't wait to get back home just to be alone in my own zone. I would never, 0 stars, would not recommend. If group trips is your thing, then so be it. But I think for me, if I do consider doing a group trip again, like I would have to get a separate villa, separate hotel, separate everything, separate rental cars, separate everything. That way I could do my own thing, and if I choose to do things with the group, then I can. That's just, I'm an introvert. I need my alone time. When I don't get my alone time, it's exhausting. I cannot. I truly can't. What else can I say about this introvert? I know I've been rambling. It's going to be like an hour. Look at me. Look. I don't have a freaking watch. It's some bees, but it's about to be an hour, and I just been rambling. But this is truly me when I'm in my element, when I'm just doing my own thing. Like I could talk to you for hours and hours and hours. And it's another, people used to be curious about my relationships. When people find out that I have a son, people will be so shocked. Like, oh my God, she has a son? Jenny, you don't do them type of things? Oh my God. And I'll be like, you can't be serious. You serious? You really thought like I was a nun or something? Like, I'm quiet. Not a nun. I'm a regular person. I'm just quiet. I'm a regular person. I'm just quiet. I'm a regular person. Like, people, they'll be shocked to find out, like, I have a son, and I'll just be so, like, wow. Thank you guys for thinking such highly of me, but no. With my relationships that I've been in, like I said earlier, I thrive in one-on-ones. So if I'm speaking to a guy, one-on-one, I'm gonna talk more. If I'm speaking with a girl one-on-one, I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna, we're gonna converse on one-on-one. Like maybe if it's like two people and me, I may converse in that. But once you get like 3 or more people, like I'm just gonna be there listening. I'm just gonna listen. Like unless I truly have something to say, I'm just gonna be listening. Or I'm just gonna tune you guys out and just be in my phone and be my all at wall. That's just me. Like me and my ex, they'll be like, but why? Why? You're so quiet. What do you guys talk about? Like, we normal people. Like, we talk about whatever we want to talk about. Like, what do you mean? What do you talk about? Like, you think we just sat in a room and we just sat together and not said anything and just made a freaking baby? Like, make it make sense. Like, people are just retarded. And it's so exhausting. And it'll be so annoying. Some things that I find intriguing, some things that I find exhausting. People are annoying. And that's why it'll make me feel like I'm okay, 100% okay with being alone. I don't care to be. I'm content with the friends I have. I said this in the beginning. I am very content with my life and the type of person that I am. So me putting out this video telling you about my introverted experience and the type of person that I am I'm not gonna change. I'm gonna stay this way. So it's either you like me or you don't. If you do, you do. You don't, you don't. Hey, that is life. People are gonna like you. Some people are gonna hate you. One thing that I've learned is a lot of people love the way that I am. A lot of people respect me for the person that I am. A lot of people wish that a lot of people would be like me and just mind the business and just stay in the only world. Like the world, I think the world would be a better place if there were a lot more Janias. It probably will. If people learn to mind their business and just stay in their own little world, we would have a great world. And it's not gonna be boring because I'm not a boring person. I'm not. Like, when it comes to doing lit stuff, when it comes to having fun, like, I'm that person. I like to have fun. I like to do random shit. Like, you wanna go hiking? Let's go. You wanna go bungee jumping? Let's go. That is on my bucket list. I'm going to do bungee jumping before I leave this earth. God forbid. Or that thing with skydiving. That is on my bucket list too. Like, I have to do these things before I leave this earth. I'm gonna be so pissed if I leave and I don't do it. God forbid. But for real, like, jet skiing, those are the type of stuff that I like doing. Like sailing, I love to go on a good old day sail. Traveling, I love to travel. I think I've done 2 solo trips. I'm about to plan another solo trip. Let me tell you, take a solo trip. Do your own thing. Stop waiting on people to enjoy life with. Enjoy life by yourself. People, a lot of people, for them, be for you. People for who they want, be for. Be for you. Like, enjoy life. Take yourself out. And if you want to go on a date, take yourself out on a date. If you want to go drinking, take yourself out drinking. If you want to go out to eat, you want to go on a trip, do yourself that favor and take yourself. You won't see how good it feels to just do things on your own. And I guarantee you, once you do that by yourself, nobody can tell you nothing. And I'm telling you from experience, my first solo trip, I was scared as hell. Shitting bricks. I was like, nah, I can't do this. I was walking to the airport. I called my mother. I called my best friend. I was like, you gotta stand up for me. Like, after a while, they couldn't even get me. Like, they couldn't get me. I was just in my zone, zen, enjoying my own time. Like, it was blissful. A solo trip is well needed. So my next trip is definitely gonna be a solo trip. Either that or my birthday trip. But I'm taking at least one solo trip every year. Do yourself the favor. Take a solo trip. Yeah, take that solo trip. What else? I can ramble on, and people don't believe me when I say I can ramble on. And I probably sound like me, the introvert in me, just thinking like I probably sound retarded, but I don't care. Like, I don't. One thing about me, my back's strong, my heart big, but my back's strong, and my heart strong. I'm a very strong person. It takes a lot. It takes a lot, a whole lot, to get me to that point where I break. So, I'm not easily broken. So I could take all the negatives, the whatever. I mean, I've taken it all my life. So hey, what's a few more? What's a few more? Add it to the bunch. Come on, let's add it to the bunch. I really, when people used to say, people used to tell me I'm nonchalant. And it's not that I'm nonchalant, you know. I care about certain things. I don't care about certain things. That's just, I care about certain things and I don't care about certain things. Like, and then sometimes that certain thing that you expect me to care about, I don't care about. And I can't force myself to care. And I can't force myself to be sympathetic. Like, I just, and not only that, like, I don't show emotion easily. Like I always had to be that strong person. So for me to show a sign of weakness, it was like, yeah, I can't do that. When I was younger, I used to run onto my daddy everything. My daddy was my superhero. I would tell my dad everything. Like, somebody do me something at school, I call my father. Like, I bring my father to the school the next day. This is the type of person I was as a child. So when my father got incarcerated, it was like my whole life, my whole world, everything changed. And back then, I remember my aunt telling my mother that I need to take therapy, I need to see a counselor. And I was like, I don't need to see a counselor, nothing wrong with me. Like, thinking back, like, I really think I should have taken the counseling. Maybe I would have been different now, but I turned out pretty good. I turned out extra strong because I didn't have nobody to protect me anymore. I didn't have nobody that, like, back when I was in school and stuff, like, I used to be fearful of my dad. Not fearful, but if my mother was to call my father and tell him, like, I skipping classes or if I doing anything out of the ordinary, and my father talked to me rough, like, I would, like, oh, yep, okay, pick my shit up and fix myself and get my act together. No, my father was gone. Like, I wasn't scared of nobody. Like, start doing my own thing. I went to high school the year after and started skipping school. I wouldn't go to school for days. I just was, I completely changed. Like, I didn't care no more. I didn't care for school. I didn't care I didn't care to do anything. Honestly, if it wasn't for my aunt sending for me to go to New York, I probably wouldn't have finished school. I wouldn't have had the drive to finish school. Like, my father would send me letters and be like, he want me finish, he want me to do my thing, you know, become somebody. And I was on the right track. I still don't feel like I am where I want to be, but I do little things here and there to, I do what I like to do. So I'm very content. No, let me not say I'm content. I'm content for now. I'm okay with where I'm at, but I'm always striving for better. I'm always striving for more. So I don't know how we ain't gonna get on this conversation, but yeah, I think I end this here, right here, because I just ramble on for a whole hour and change. So this was a little about me, your girl, Ginny and Nikita. Untamed Main. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment below. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what kind of videos I want to see next. When I first started this channel, I started it doing natural hair. Since then, I've straightened my hair, so I can't do natural hair anything. I do have a few videos that I've recorded already that I'm gonna push out. I just don't be consistent. I just be procrastinating. I'm a huge procrastinator. I need to stop. I need to get my act together. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and if you have any questions, and if you've ever experienced like anxiety or being an introvert, like, I want to connect. Like, let me know how you get yourself to that comfortable state, you know, like, what's it like for you? I want to know what it's like for you being an introvert. So if you're an introvert like me, I want to know what it's like for you being an introvert. So comment down below. Let me know, because people want to make me feel like I'm crazy and something wrong with me. Ain't nothing wrong with me, something wrong with them. But yeah, we done. I'm out. See you guys.